Good evening, Dr. Purnima Singh, Professor Purnima Singh. Very happy to have you here.
My journey began as a cross-cultural psychologist.
Okay.
My first paper is a comparison of justice perceptions in India and US. The second was again on justice perceptions, which was published in Cross-Cultural Psychology in 1985. I began teaching psychology at Allahabad University. Then, as my journey goes on, I got interested, as I said, in justice issues. I got interested in other things. Later on, this kind of interest that I had shifted to justice in the intergroup context. A lot of things in life are, they just happen. I was looking for something that would interest me as a researcher.
Yes.
And not just interest me, but also sustain me as a researcher. One of the problems that I see with a lot of Indian psychology research work is that we, jump on the bandwagon. I was in Bristol at that time, and Professor Pandey, who's been my mentor, and I think he has helped me to shape my career the way it is today. He said, "Why don't you come over to, I think at that time it was in Brussels. I think it was IAP or ICP, that I'm confused, but cross-cultural was certainly there."
Okay.
So I came from, Bristol to this
Brussels.
place, and for the first time, attended the conference.
How do you think the association can bridge some of those gaps that you talked about early on, to say that we need to bring in better methodological training and say a publishing culture, for example?
One of the plans that I had was to have a regional conference in India. So
Right.
I mean, that's just to give an example, but probably something of that kind, not having many participants, maybe 50, 60,
Right.
with some seed funding from
Yes.
ISCCP. I think in India also you do get a lot of
Yes, we get a lot of
funding now.
funding.
That's not such an
Right.
issue. First of all, you have the summer schools.
Yeah.
I think that's something that the young person should be looking at. Then, this association has some of the top psychologists,
Very true.
and therefore, some kind of a mentorship
Yes.
program